Bienvenue à tous, et en particulier bienvenue à vous, chers étudiants. C'est un très grand plaisir pour moi que de vous accueillir en ce jour exceptionnel et de vous dire la satisfaction que nous éprouvons, les professeurs et l'administration, les collaborateurs de l'Institut, que nous puissions nous joindre à vous pour fêter la fin de vos études. Let me first congratulate you for your outstanding accomplishment. Obviously, that accomplishment, you owe it to your work, to your perseverance, and to the resources of your intelligence. But you also owe it to a number of people who have helped you in a very benevolent and sustained way throughout the period of your studies. The professors and the staff of the Institute, but also your fellow students, your families, and your friends. We celebrate today a collective endeavor that make us all very proud of what you have achieved and makes us look forward to what you will achieve in the future. Speaking of collectivity, the fact that you survived 2 years of studies here does not make of you veterans. It makes of you, or it should make of you, fighters for the future. When we look at who you are and who is today gathered in this room, we can get a powerful sense of what kind of institution we are and want to be. A cosmopolitan institution whose members value a number of very important principles: respect for diversity, respect for dignity, and who believe that international cooperation is a much needed principle of organization for today's world, in particular when we see the rising of nationalism and protectionism. And so what I would like you to consider for your future is to become part of our community and proud members of that community, carrying our flag across the world and defending, promoting our values. I would like now to start the formal part of that graduation ceremony, giving the floor to Professor Andrea Bianchi, our Director of Studies. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is always a great honor to address a new class of graduates. And I would like to congratulate each and every one of you on this great achievement. Both you and your families have every right to be very proud of what you have accomplished over the last few years here at the Graduate Institute. People often ask me what sort of advice I'd give to young graduates approaching or going back to the professional world. Here is 4 quick tips, or maybe wishes, as you prefer. The first one is accept change. Change is hard because it means most of the time stepping into the unknown. But maybe the really scary perspective is that of stepping into the known. Change can take very many different guises. It can be due to profound transformation, from chrysalis turning into butterfly. We like to think it's for the better, but how do we know? There isn't much that one should do about it, but to accept it. Oftentimes, it is a terrible waste of time and energy to try and resist change. It is obviously quite difficult to change the world, isn't it? But it remains a legitimate aspiration and occasionally even a reasonable prospect. At the very least, you can change your own world. In the words of Gandhi, you must be the change you want to see in the world. That's what I would call to take change in your hands and try and direct it as much as possible. Open up options and realize opportunity, which brings me to tip number 2. Realize opportunity. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. This very group is presented with so much opportunity. Please show in your future deeds and whereabouts that you are worthy of this education. Try and realize your opportunity. Take this moment as if it were a dawn full of promise to become a sunny day. The world needs your help, your talent, your skills, and your education. Opportunity to make the world a better place with what you have all learned here over the past few years. Opportunity to make a name for yourself. Opportunity to represent the Graduate Institute. Maybe even the opportunity to help shape the international system in a different way. That's what we, the staff at the Graduate Institute, have committed our energy and time to. Tip number 3, and very important, have courage. One does not need to be born with courage, but I suspect we all have the potential for developing courage in our lifetime. Courage is about many different things. It is primarily concerned with choice, but it can also be an instrument to achieve other qualities. It does take courage to be kind, to be true, to be merciful, to be generous and honest. It takes courage to think differently, courage to invent solutions where there seems to be none. It takes courage to travel the unexplored path. It takes courage to think the unthinkable and the unthought. It takes courage to discover what others ignore. It takes courage to be free, and liberty always comes with a high price. It never is easy to stand up for one's principles and beliefs. Don't be trapped by dogmas. It takes courage to be critical about oneself and about the entrenched convictions one has come to develop. Most of all, and that's the 4th tip, I wish you all to become a compassionate professional, someone capable of showing compassion both as a person and as a professional. Empathy is extremely important in professional context. Treat people as ends, not means. Show them respect at all times. It is true that to believe in one's qualities and skills is certainly very important to do well in life, but at the very same time, it is humbleness and respect for others that make us better human beings. Don't you ever forget this when you will have an important job or a position of responsibility, or when you will be called upon to exercise power. And this is my wish and my salute to the 2019 class. Congratulations to you all. And now it is time to introduce the Master of Ceremony, who will skillfully and gracefully guide us through this ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, I have great pleasure in introducing my colleague Caroline Biltoft, Professor in the International History Department.
Cher Monsieur Biron, cher Professeur Bianchi, merci pour l'invitation aujourd'hui. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the 2019 graduation ceremony. Let's give us all a round of applause. I want to start out by congratulating all of you who are here today, as well as your colleagues who couldn't be with us today, on earning this well-deserved master's degree. You can take a big sigh of relief. Right now, do it. Just do it. Indulge. Also, I think we need to pause and thank the friends and the family members who offered so much support, financial support, emotional support throughout these past 2 years. Let's applaud our friends and families as well. Now let me introduce myself. My name is Carolyn Biltoft. I'm an assistant professor in the International History Department here at the Graduate Institute. And today I will serve as your maître de cérémonie. I'm delighted to see so many of you here today, including some familiar faces that I've had the pleasure of teaching and mentoring over the past 2 years. So let me just share with you our program this afternoon. We will begin with the conferral of the diplomas for the Masters in International Affairs. We will then continue on to the diplomas for the Masters in Development Studies. Then we will honor the laureate of the Prix Arditi en Relations Internationales and the recipient of the Student Leadership Award. Next, 2 of our master students will be sharing with you some of their experiences that they had over the past 2 years of the Institute. And then to conclude, we will have the pleasure of listening to the commencement speech from Mr. Francis Curie, who is the Director General of the World Intellectual Property Organization. Before we start, I would like to invite Madame Silke Olsen, Academic Coordinator for the Interdisciplinary Master's Program, to share a few words with us. Silke?
Well, good afternoon, and I'd especially like to congratulate all of you on your graduation. It's a tremendous achievement, and it's taken 2 years of dedicated hard work. And it's a real privilege to be here with you today and your friends and family and share this really special day. Congratulations.
Thank you, Silke. Now we will move on to awarding the diplomas. Students, once you hear your name called, a little instruction. Come up through the center stage here, and then ever so carefully, gingerly, minding your feet, take your diploma, smile for the camera, and then walk behind me and enter and return to your seats. Now, I know that friends and family will want to take more pictures, so don't worry. There's a dedicated space for that right outside of the auditorium at the Salon Davis. There's also at the entrance to Petal 2, there's another photo call, right? Okay, thank you. So we will move on to awarding the diplomas. Liliana Andova, you'll be awarding the diplomas. Can you join us on the stage, please?
Thank you. Ready? C'est Cédric Bruno Hamon. Aydincan Abjay. Julia Bañeres Rovirosa. You have to pose with it. You just pose out. Madlena Baselja. Nia Batra. Adèle Thérèse Bélanger McMurdo. Olga Bogdan. Maria Eugenia Borneto. Angela Bontong. Rebecca Brockbals. Nicole Bustamante. Jade Choliac-Okini. Yui Chu. McFarlane Chisenga Chungu. Filippo Cutrera. Zicheng Ding. Aris Tonino Dorizzi. Lofty El Jai. Federico Fabiano. Federica, sorry. Anesu Gamania. Armin Gatz. Naum Tekelwald Jebemayam. Joachim Jaminardi. Danson Giccini. Fabien Simon Grimm. Stefania Pia Grotola. Gianluca Matias Gigas. Moritz Hegi. Helena, oops, sorry. Jumping the gun. Helena Sophie Hahn. Yi King Ho. Nicholas Christopher Hudson. Karu Inoue. Romain Jacquier. Merle Jasper. Francesca Josefina Jaworska. Damien Dariusz Kashfia. Ashay Sanjeev Kandakar. Evie Cherry Krasner. Samuel Bernard Kung. June Lee. Sehi Hazim Mahmoud. Sabrina Manzar. Andrea Marinkovic. Catherine Erica Alexina McDonald. Vandana Menon. Akanksha Miglani. Sorry. Isha Moitra. Baba Moraes Figueiredo. Zainab Shunjulu Moroa. George Naime. Danielle May Navarro. Marie Penelope Nezurugo. Emanuela Onyinyechubu Onyilofo. Congratulations. Anna Maria Elizabeth Potts. Dishari Rakshit. Andrea Maria Danerali. Magali Roy. Kirsten Lynette Sawyer. Oh, sorry. Anissa Sodmu. Ariana Seito. Alia Ibrahim Mohamed Shaban. Diana Shekenova. Yonden Finso Shapa. Andrés Gustavo Sierra Iglesias. Krum Surov. Anne-Katharine Stolz. Viswanathan Subramaniam. Yu Kui Tin. Kosiwa Jacqueline Tosupke. Yannick Trudel. Tiani Wang. Candice White. Oriana Wilkinson. Elmedi Zari Tlemsani. Anna Zampa. So it's now MDev. Tejal Ambardekar. Divya Arora. Hanil Ko Aujla. Samuel Brülisauer. Paolo Shinji. Alejandra Sofía Castillo Castrillo. Zubin Chan. Boris Colinas Pereira. Flora Demegt. Niti Dolia. Ella Alice Sarah Pelagi Diara. Hannah Renee Fazio. Elodie Fejusea. Estelle gagne bien. Suzy Menchangao. Raymond Gassman. Joana Gelbes Reyes. Amanda Germanio. Catherine Giccini. Nico Gubert. Noelle Suzanne Harris. María Clara Hijano. Anton Ingstedt. Atwa Jaber. Julia Jekler. Shannon Johnson. Nitra Kulotungan. Thais Lacerda Queiroz Caballo. Camille Legrand. Enrica Lorusso. Marie Masbol. Mugen Mashigashira. Darin Mahmoud Adel Atwa. Fernando Messineo Líbano. Naraya Natani. Michel Audrey Nedi Bachanji. Andrew J. Padilla. Faisal Ahmad Bakhtian. Celia Pele. Ting Tiffen Peng. Sophia Pierre-Antoine. Angélica María Pinzón Segura. Julia Porto Melasipo. Shua R. Chiang. Juan Diego Quintero Toro. Alessandra del Carmen Rojas Rodríguez. Reto Schlegel. Sarah Sekat. Yifan Chen. Livio Miles Silva Müller. Malvika Verma. Delphine Virno. Alexander Conroy Whiteberg. Elizabeth Claire Evelyn Wright. Yujia Chu. Zong Yao Yap. Rebecca Haley Young.
Congratulations.
You're also done.
Congratulations, everyone. We are so proud of you. Before moving on to the prizes, we're going to hear a few words from Professor Liliana Andanova.
Diplomas. Well, what can I say? First of all, congratulations again. This is an amazing achievement. And many thanks to all the parents, to all the colleagues that are here to celebrate this success of our students. So I'll share just a few words. I wouldn't be long. And the speech is directed at you, dear students. Again, congratulations for your success. Only a couple of months ago, at the end of the year summer party, we were anticipating the steep hill of writing up the master's thesis, only 2 months ago. Not to worry, theses always get done at the end, I said. And fortunately, there was enough food, enough drinks for everybody to ignore the unwarranted reassurances. But at this moment, you have your degrees in hand. Capstone projects are done, master's thesis research, courses, workshops, internships, you name it, all the intricacies of the interdisciplinary degree. And during your studies, you have impressed us with critical thinking, innovative ideas, and collaborative spirit. So today, we proudly celebrate your achievements. A graduating class that represents 67 countries, over 5 continents. Think about that. How many graduate schools have such a privilege of diversity? We are lucky to be your professors. But today, we also ask you, what part of your intellectual capital are you willing to invest in leadership, in community building, and innovation for a better future? Not just your future, everyone's future in a turbulent world. Today, we wish you success in all professional endeavors, and tomorrow we hope to hear from you as valued alumni of the global network that is the Graduate Institute for International Development Studies. Now, at this point, some of my colleagues in economics perhaps may add, and when you come to visit us, bring open your checkbooks. In political science and international relations, we're trained to be a bit more subtle and a bit more diplomatic than that. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the beauty of interdisciplinary education. I'm not even going to engage the lawyers, historians, sociologists, or anthropologists. This can only deepen the intensity of conversation and we'll be here forever. So I'll just end with one simple wish. Dear friends, bonne chance et bonne continuation in your journey to change the world for the better. And thank you for these 2 wonderful years.
Thank you for those words of wisdom and encouragement. Now we are going to move on to our prize winners. And for the Prix Arditi, I would like to welcome my colleague Laura van der Velde onto the stage, please.
So first of all, before I start with the prize, I want to congratulate everyone. I'm sure that many of you are extremely happy that you'll never have to deal with economics again. So, congratulations. So, the Arditi Foundation was created by the well-known writer Metin Arditi, awards Le Prix Arditi since 1993 to the best master thesis in international affairs at the Graduate Institute. And this year, the prize is awarded to Atif Somji for his master thesis entitled Who Cares? Addressing Unpaid Care and Domestic Work as a Barrier to Female Micro-Enterprise Development. So 2 years ago, Atif told me that he wanted to study the role of domestic responsibilities and female labor force participation. Along with 4 researchers, we actually just had secured a grant to look at the impact of providing childcare provision in rural Uganda. We were undecided on whether to enroll the children for half days or full days, and so we were very happy that Atif actually accepted to be sent to Uganda and to pilot the study for us. So he actually went into the field and discussed the role of domestic responsibilities with young female micro-entrepreneurs. So the major finding of his thesis is, first of all, that childcare makes a difference in freeing time to focus on business activities, but it only does in case children are taken care of for a full day. And so it actually happened. At the moment, 800 Ugandan children are full-time enrolled in preschools. The final impact of the intervention, I cannot tell you yet. We will know that in 1 year from now only. But for now, I already want to congratulate Atif for his excellent work. I'm a super proud advisor today, and 800 children are delighted with the scholarship that you helped them guaranteeing.
Congratulations. Now I would like to welcome Jasmine Oduru Bansra to present this year's Student Leadership Award. Thank you, Jasmine.
That was a much longer walk than I expected. Also, Mint students, am I right? Life of the party all everywhere we go. Hello, everyone. I first and foremost wanted to congratulate each and every one of you on this amazing achievement. I also wanted to thank the friends and family for joining you today, and also for the sun for coming out today. I actually have to introduce myself now. My name is Jasmine Pakua Oduro Bansra. Thanks for trying. And okay. And I am the president of the Graduate Institute Student Association. I'm giving myself the award. So, this year, I've been given the honor to introduce the Student Leadership Award 2019. This award is voted on by the entire student population to recognize a student who has contributed to the positiveness of the Institute as well as the Geneva population in general. There are many reasons for why this student is winning this prize, and I keep staring at her, she's giving me that look. There are many reasons. As previous president of the Welfare Committee, she continuously and relentlessly supported and advanced students' well-being as well as parents' healthcare at the Institute. She is dedicated, hardworking, and absolutely willing to help each and every person. As a personal anecdote, I don't know if she remembers this, as a personal anecdote, the first ever day I met her, everyone knows the housing situation in Geneva, it's dire. I didn't have a place to stay, and she offered me her bed. She was willing to be homeless in order for me to have a home, and that's just the kind of person that she is. So, also, luckily, none of us were homeless in the end. I found a place. So I would like each and every single one of you to help me in inviting Rebecca Brockballs to receive this award.
That was obviously a very well-deserved award. I think that's pretty clear. So before we move on, soon I'm going to be calling two master's students up to the stage to share some of their experiences with you. But before doing so, I hoped you would let me share a little of my own advice and words of wisdom. Some of you have already heard some version of this before in my classes when I was trying to explain to you, yes, we should read Freud and French philosophy to study the history of globalization. So here's a variant of that idea. Education is a compass rather than a map. It does not show you the precise road, but rather points you in the right direction. It does not make life simpler, but rather equips you to navigate life's complexities. As each of you move on to the next phase of your lives, we hope that the knowledge and insight that you gained in the course of your time at the Graduate Institute will transform, slowly and surely, with use and with practice, into something much better, much more profound, called wisdom. And then we hope that you go on and share that wisdom with others out in the world, wherever you go. In the words of the late Kofi Annan, to live is to choose, but to choose well, you must know who you are and what you stand for, where you want to go, and why you want to get there. So I want to congratulate you right now. I wish you every happiness and every success for your journeys ahead. Congratulations, everyone. And now I would like to welcome onto the stage Cedric Aman, Masters in International Affairs. And also Harnil Ajula, Masters in Development Studies. We give you the floor.
Let me test if I still have a voice after this. Cher Monsieur Burin, dear Professor Bianchi, dear Professor Andonova, Professor Biltoft, dear Mr. Gurry, dear professors, members of the administration, dear colleagues, classmates and friends, dear class of 2019. Thank you all for sharing this important moment with us who are graduating here today. Let me start by thanking a number of people without whom our time at the Institute would not have been the same. I want to thank the staff of the administrative services who is working relentlessly to support the student body, the professors for sharing their insights and for their patience and supervision, And last but not least, I want to thank our parents, friends, and loved ones for having accompanied us along this journey and whose love and constant encouragement were the motivation we needed to get here today. 2 years, 4 semesters, and a lifetime of experiences later, I think that it is safe to say, what a roller coaster this has been. I think back to this time of the year, 2 years ago. A few of us had already gotten to know each other during the French courses, while the others joined in at the welcome cocktail of the department. I remember the excitement of meeting all of you, bright minds from all parts of the world with the most interesting and exciting experiences. In short, together with you, I was ready to know more about international affairs, the state of the world, and the role of Geneva in it. We've heard it time and time again, but besides all of the work experiences and course loads of 2 years, it is the people, all of us, who have truly shaped the experience at the Graduate Institute. While everyone is talking about networking, don't forget that we are each other's greatest network. Look around you. Every single one of us hidden here is on his and her journey to become a professional in their field. Especially now that many of us are leaving Geneva, make sure that your friends and classmates don't just become memories, but make the relationships that you forged here last. Yes, being here was quite a roller coaster with all its ups and downs. Each and every one of us had had his fair share of hardships in the last years. But let us not forget that we are the class that fought for increased mental health services at the Institute. We are the cohort most vocal about classroom sizes and career support at the Institute. And we're also the class which has been at the origin of the first ever Swiss National Sustainability Week. I'm missing many more great achievements of individuals and our cohorts as a whole. But all of this is to say that we are a group which is not content with the status quo. Our commitment to making the Institute a better place for ourselves, but also for those coming after us, is truly admirable and deserves to be recognized. This is what makes me look ahead with confidence, seeing that we will soon be contributing to solving the problems of this world, benefiting from our interdisciplinary backgrounds, be it by addressing issues with a gender sensitivity, a better understanding of the links between finance, trade, and the environment, or between migration and security. These are all things which we have learned in our courses, but also through exchanges amongst ourselves. I want to wish those of our classmates who won't be able to graduate with us today strength, energy, and all the best for the coming months. Finally, I want to warmly thank all my friends, colleagues, and classmates for trusting me throughout this time as your Vice President of Master Students and for allowing me to speak here to all today. Please also allow me to thank my mom, the most selfless person I know, as well as my dad, who unfortunately is no longer with us, but who I know in my heart is here. Class of 2019, congratulations, we've made it. I wish us all the best in what is to come next. Always remember the people who accompanied you on this journey and keep inspiring the people around you wherever you go. Thank you.
A very good evening and a very warm welcome to my fellow graduates, parents, siblings, relatives, and friends who've traveled from near and far or watching us live to be with us on our important day. Thank you for your strength and support leading us to this important day, and also for paying for $5 coffees and $20 burgers. I'm extremely honored and privileged to present the Masters in Development Studies class of 2019. We have come a long way and deserve celebration and recognition for what we have accomplished. Before I continue, I would like to thank my parents for always believing in me and giving me the wings to fly. I would not have been here without you. and I'm sure the rest of us feel the same way, so thank you to all the parents. We've spent 2 years in the Institute forming connections, not just amongst us students, but also with the esteemed faculty. Some of us can now count our thesis supervisors as friends. Thank you, Dr. Yutsur. And some of us are still hiding from them in grocery stores. Okay. But we have formed these networks and connections, not just with our faculty, but also amongst each other, be it working on the stats homework together, or coming together for Right to Our Space, or the hours we spent wrestling with theses, or fighting for an empty chair in the library full of high schoolers. Yeah. There are some memories that we will hold on forever, such as Boris losing his bike, sending a couple thousand messages in the MDiv chat, but then finding it a year later. Yes. Or just surviving the treacherous journey across the windy bridge in the winter. The connections and the community we've built here are not just formative, but they are going to fondly stay with us forever. Apart from these connections, the Institute has now instilled in us the knowledge and tools to understand and solve complex problems of the world and help and serve everyone. As I thank the Institute for how it has empowered us, I would like to remind myself and the fellow graduates to be critical and reflect the bubbles we now inhabit. We have to be conscious and critical of the space we're in, things we have learned, and the work we do. Our education at the Graduate Institute should not let us believe that our way to see the world is the only right way. Let us make deliberate efforts to decolonize development and knowledge and seek it from everyone and everywhere, even those not privileged or elite to attend the Graduate Institute, or from people we might not agree with. Thank you. And talking about privilege, I would like to bring to your attention to the many stats that point that we're now part of the 6 to 8% of the population with master's degrees. Let's celebrate this achievement and recognize the privilege that we have been given, using this education as an impetus to better our future and that of next generations. Here's to us, class of 2019, moving forward, taking risks, learning some things, and unlearning others. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you so much for your speech. It gives me the opportunity to thank all those of you who have committed part of your time, part of your energy and intelligence to working for GISA, for the Graduate Institute Student Association, and for the Association of Assistants. I think that it's really laudatory. That is something that needs to be underlined, and I'm sure that it will help you in your professional career to have exercised your talents of leadership and initiative. So many thanks to you. Now it's time for me to introduce our special guest, Mr. Francis Guéry, the Director General of the World Intellectual Property Organization. Mr. Guéry has been in his present position for 12 years and is a lawyer by training with degrees from the University of Melbourne and a PhD from the University of Cambridge. He has been long-standing friend of the Graduate Institute and a visiting professor here, but I think he is first and foremost the very successful leader of an international organization whose importance has increased day after day, and which is fortunate enough not to suffer from any financial constraint. So, Francis, please come to the floor and give us your commencement speech.
Monsieur le Directeur, Philippe Burin, distinguished members of faculty, graduates, and family and friends of graduates. Well, look, it's a wonderful occasion. It's really a wonderful occasion. I wish that the meetings at WIPO were like this, but they're not, unfortunately. It's really wonderful to be here to breathe, I think, the positive energy of achievement, and to bathe in the reflected glory of your achievements. So congratulations. Now, when Philippe kindly asked me to say a few words today, he did note that I should speak for a brief 10 minutes. And, well, 10 minutes is 10 minutes, so I was wondering what the function of this brief was in this. But I think I got the message. So, my warmest congratulations to all of the graduates. This is a fantastic achievement. You should be really proud to have graduated from one of the premier faculties in the world. It's really a wonderful achievement, so congratulations. And my congratulations also to all the families and friends who have supported you throughout this step of your education and throughout the whole of your education. Above all, I would like to congratulate you on the choice that you made in embarking on this master's course, because it was, I believe, a choice for openness. And this in several respects. First of all, you've chosen an interdisciplinary master's and completed an interdisciplinary master's course. That demonstrates your willingness to be open to different perspectives and to leave the comfort and security of your home discipline. Secondly, you've chosen the Graduate Institute, and we've seen today, I think tonight, a parade of the United Nations. So you've chosen openness in choosing the Graduate Institute with its concentration of diversity and the multiplicity of cultures and backgrounds and languages that one finds amongst this class and in the Graduate Institute generally. And then thirdly, you've chosen Geneva. And Geneva, I think, is justifiably the capital of international cooperation. And it is a place that has demonstrated now for well over a century at least, but perhaps arguably for many, many centuries, an openness to the rest of the world. Now, I think openness is, of course, a fundamental value, but I do believe it's also the key to success and to peace. And I think there are many historical examples of that. And I won't obviously go through them all, but whether it's Baghdad in the 9th century with its House of Wisdom, where it took on the task of translating the scientific and intellectual traditions of Greece, ancient Greece, into Arabic, and became the conduit for all of those works to resurface in Western Europe. Whether it's Venice in the 15th century, which enacted the first patent law in order to encourage skills and knowledge of foreigners which were not present in the Republic, or Silicon Valley, where 60% of the applicants for patents coming out of Silicon Valley are from foreigners. There are many, many, I think, historical examples of the success of openness. And we see it also in movements such as the movement for open innovation, where the closure of the in-house research and development laboratory has been opened up to create connections with the external world and external influences, and this has proven to be extremely, I think, successful. Now, when we look around the world today, of course, we see that after several decades of opening, there are very important signs of closure. And there are many of them. Global foreign direct investment has declined successively for a number of years now. The number of instances of protectionism, as has been mentioned, or policy interventions in favour of local firms has gone up quite dramatically. There is much increased scrutiny of foreign mergers and acquisitions on the ground of critical infrastructure or on the ground of national security. There are the various first movements that we know of. There are intense pressures on multilateralism. And 30 years ago only, we were celebrating the fall of the Berlin Wall, and now we are seeing walls constructed in various parts of the world. I don't think that these signs and movements for closure will succeed. And I don't believe that they will succeed for one simple reason, and that is that they are against the direction of technology. Technology has created the conditions for openness in this world. Transportation, communications technology, telecommunications technology, especially the internet. And I think the connections and openness coming out of technology cannot be reversed. I don't think you can reverse the movement of technology nor undo the movement of technology. And not the least reason for that is because we created the technology, and we create technology, I would argue, in order to respond to our needs, and in this case, it is the need for openness that has created these enormous technologies of openness that we now experience. Now, of course, openness has brought with it many challenges and problems, but I do think that the way in which we should respond to that is by the intelligent and sensitive management of openness rather than by closure. So, you graduates, as I've said, I think you've clearly demonstrated that you have made a choice in favour of openness, and all of the success that comes from openness, I think, will go with you. And openness is, of course, the abiding characteristic of international cooperation. So I wish you every success in your future careers and in promoting openness throughout the world. Thank you.
Well, dear graduate, let me wish you a successful career, and more importantly, let me wish you that you become strong alumni of the Graduate Institute, that we will have the pleasure to meet you again and again in the receptions, the meeting that we organize across the world, and also at the annual reunion of our alumni here in Geneva. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure now to close that ceremony and to invite you to have a drink with us at Villa Barton, next to the lake. I'm sure you will find a way with our students. Thank you.